My name's Francis Briers, sometimes known as the Rev, and I'm here to offer a spiritual response to life's questions. So the question I've had today is from a friend, someone I know, who's asked about enlightenment through embodiment. So often when people think of enlightenment and the Enlightenment traditions, they think in terms of transcendence. We can think it's easy to think in terms of transcendence, some kind of transcending of the physical world to become a more spiritual being, that maybe that's what enlightenment is. And then embodiment is all about being in touch with the body and the physical world. So they can seem like opposite things. But for me, the two things are intimately linked. Even in the most obvious, in some ways, of Enlightenment traditions, the one that talks most directly about enlightenment in Buddhism, I would suggest that, now I haven't experienced enlightenment, otherwise I might not be here still. Who knows? Maybe I would have become a ball of light and disappeared off to another planet. I don't know. But my sense around enlightenment is that in order to become enlightened, we have to become really completely, fully present here and now in the moment. And I would suggest that that's only possible in our bodies. We are embodied creatures. We are perhaps spirits who have moved into bodies, maybe bodies who are connecting with spirit. Whichever direction you look at it in, our body is part of that picture. So if we don't come present in our bodies, if we don't own and embrace our bodies as a vital part of us, I would be very surprised if we can achieve enlightenment without that. And there are aspects of Buddhist tradition, for instance, that seem to suggest that may be congruent with some of the teachings there. Not least of all that comes to mind for me with a martial arts background is the story of the originator of Kung Fu, of having been an enlightened Buddhist teacher who travelled to China and found the monks there sitting all day and their bodies wasting away, and said, this is no good, you need to exercise as well, and got them doing martial arts along with their meditation, the Kung Fu along with their meditation. So I think there are congruent examples of this, but it's definitely my interpretation that if we don't have our bodies be an integrated part of our whole being as we come to be increasingly present, aware, conscious on this journey, this spiritual journey, then I think we are closing the door to enlightenment. Even if it were possible, I think the leaving out of our bodies potentially closes the door to it being even vaguely possible. So my invitation to you would be, whatever your faith, whatever your spiritual practice, whatever your tradition, and indeed if you have none, to consider, to reflect on and embrace your body as part of your day-to-day life, and reflect on how you can embrace embodiment even more. How can you become present to your body? How can you love your body? How can you nourish your body mindfully, consciously, as if it is a piece of God? Because I'd suggest that maybe it is. So I hope that has some value to you, and it's just my perspective, but I hope it's valuable to you too. And it's offered as ever with love.